Are you looking for a rental investment? Are you trying to figure out what kind of investment is best for you? That's a very big question. We have a return on investment calculator that is a great way to play with some numbers, to get a general idea of where you want to be, what your expectations can be. But once you see some of that information, the question still remains. What type of rental investment is best for me? What are some of your options? We have existing inventory of houses that have been built from some point prior to today, all the way up to brand new construction that's being built right now. We have single family homes, we have small multifamily, and then we go up into full apartments in the residential world. Then outside of that, we go into the commercial arena. We have office spaces, we have industrial parks, we have an enormous amount of opportunity in the commercial space. Generally, residential real estate is easier to enter into than other avenues. A $50 million apartment complex is surprisingly easy to purchase, except 20% or 25% of a $50 million apartment might be just a little bit harder of a down payment for some people. Is that the best first investment for you? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But let's talk. Let's see how these all can work out. With a property that is already built, somebody already lives in it, something that's a few years old to something that's very old, there's a bit of variety that comes up in there. In the United States, we have a lead-based paint requirement that is for properties built from 1978 and older. So oftentimes that can be a very fixed point. If you go older than 1978, lead-based paint is now a factor on that property. Certain repairs will require that the vendors have the lead-based paint certification. As we get into that age range, we're also getting into aluminum wires, cast iron plumbing, lower pitch roofs, smaller square footage. If we go a little bit older, now we're getting into historic properties. Properties that maybe didn't use drywall, but they were back in the days of plaster. Things change. What's the best property for you? With any property, as it gets older, maintenance gets higher. So do you want a property that maybe has a lower entry point, but is going to have a higher level of maintenance? Or, as we go a little bit newer, some of those items aren't necessary. As we got into the 80s, you're not going to see cast iron plumbing, you're not going to see aluminum wiring. So those are two major components that you're generally not going to have to deal with. As we get into the 80s, we saw bigger homes that weren't the concrete block style that was very common. They're getting a little bigger in square footage. You're having a little bit of separation between the big bedroom and the other bedrooms. As we come into the 90s, we're starting to see higher pitches in the living room ceiling to make it feel more open. The main bathroom is getting bigger. The bedrooms are getting a little bigger. We're seeing covered patios for enjoyment. As we get into the mid-2000s, now we're starting to see some aesthetic changes from original construction. Maybe the property already has tile flooring. Maybe it has solid surface countertops. Maybe it has 10-foot ceilings in the entire property. Some of those items can be changed, some cannot. You can't take an 8-foot ceiling and make it 10 feet in any way that would be cost effective. You could do it, but you would spend an astronomical amount of money for that. What if you want a swimming pool? Some people love having a swimming pool, and that's a fantastic amenity. Finding a property that already has a swimming pool can often be a better purchase than putting in a swimming pool yourself. And as we fast forward to new construction, what is the biggest benefit of new construction? The day you close the property, we can move a tenant in. We don't need to do any repairs. All of the appliances, water heater, AC system, not only are they brand new, they are also up to today's code. Things have changed. Today, we use a lot more electrical items in a house than the average person did in the 80s. Our electrical load in a newer property is going to be stronger than one that is older. It's the evolution of the demands in building residential properties. The same thing can apply in the commercial arena as well. Styles have changed in offices, in doctor offices, professional offices. Aesthetics change. People like the modern, airy, open feel. If you buy an older building, there's going to be some maintenance there. So again, what type of property is going to be best for you? And today, there's one other item that a lot of people don't pay attention to. You know what it might be? Did you know that VA loans are assumable, even if you do not qualify for a VA loan? Even if you're not going to live in that property, you can assume a VA loan. Why would that be advantageous? Well, some of those people who were VA eligible and who did move into the home have an amazing interest rate. And they've been paying on it for some time. So with a VA assumable loan, maybe there's 27 years, maybe there's 25 years. Either way, it's not 30. So the length of your loan is less. And you're coming in at a better interest rate than you could get today. Not a bad deal. Now, some of our VA sellers are still a little higher than maybe the market supports. So these don't always work out, but there are opportunities, and that's a bonus that could be a fantastic investment in today's market. So as you look through the videos, as you play with the calculator, give me a call. Send me a message. Let's talk and find out what's going to be the best fit for you. My name's Baron McWright with McWright Property Management. I look forward to talking to you very soon.